Heanor is a town in the Amber Valley district of Derbyshire in the East Midlands of England. It is 8 miles northeast of Derby. Together with the adjacent village of Loscoe, it forms the civil parish and town council-administered area of Heanor and Loscoe, which in the 2011 census had a population of 17,251. History. The name Heanor derives from the Old English Hean and Opha and means the high ridge. In the Domesday Book of 1086 it was recorded as Heanora, with its entries stating 6 m in Codnor and Heanor and Langley and Smithycote 8 thens had 7 carucats of land to the geld. Land for as many ploughs. There are now 3 ploughs in domain, and 11 villeins and 2 borders and 3 sokemen having 5½ ploughs. There is a church, and 1 mill 12d, and 35 acres of meadow, woodland pasture 2 leagues long and 3 furlongs broad. Trayworth 4l, now 41s 4d. Warner holds it. Samuel Lewis's A Topographical Dictionary of England, published in 1848, stated that Heanor parish abounds with coal and ironstone. Both worked extensively, the collieries alone affording employment to more than 2,000 persons. The town is pleasantly situated upon an eminence, on the road from Derby to Mansfield. The principal articles of manufacture are silk and cotton goods, hosiery, and bobbinet lace, providing occupation to about 800 persons. The parish at the time covered 7,000 acres and was in the Union of Basford and the hundred of Maulston and It Church, with Heanor town itself covering 1,500 acres and containing 3,058 inhabitants. The parish church was described as being dedicated to St. Mary and was a very ancient edifice, with a lofty substantial tower, from which is an extensive view, though the dictionary noted that there were also places of worship for Baptists, Independents, Wesleyans, and Ranters. Heanor Marketplace was developed in the 1890s following the break-up of the Heanor Hall estate by the Miller Mundy family of nearby Shipley Hall. Until this development, the main focus of market trading activity had been at Tag Hill. Governance. Civic history. The parish of Heanor formed a local board in about 1850 to provide services in the town. In 1895, under the Local Government Act 1894, the board's area became an urban district. In 1899, Heanor Urban District was enlarged with the addition of the neighbouring parish of Codnor and Loscoe. The urban district continued in existence until 1974, when it became part of the new non-metropolitan district of Amber Valley under the Local Government Act 1972. Heanor Urban District had been an unparished area, but in 1984 3 new civil parishes were created within Amber Valley, with Heanor placed within the civil parish of Heanor and Loscoe. In 1987 Heanor and Loscoe Parish Council resolved to designate the parish a town, so Heanor and Loscoe is governed by a town council, headed by a town mayor. Current since 1984, Heanor has had 3 tiers of local government: Derbyshire County Council at the county level, Amber Valley Borough Council at the district level, and Heanor and Loscoe Town Council at the parish level. Derbyshire County Council consists of 64 county councillors, each representing a single member electoral division. Heanor falls into 2 divisions, Greater Heanor and Heanor Central. Following the elections of 2013, both divisions are represented by members of the Labour Party. For representation within Amber Valley Borough Council, Heanor and Loscoe civil parishes divided into 3 electoral wards that each elect 2 councillors. As of 2014, all 6 councillors were from the Labour Party. Geography. Measured directly, Heanor town is 8 miles northeast of Derby and 9.5 miles west-northwest of Nottingham. It is sited on a hill between about 65 metres and 125 metres above sea level. It is within the Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire and Yorkshire Coalfield National Character Area, as defined by Natural England. Heanor and Loscoe civil parish includes all of Heanor town except Heanor Gate Science College and a few surrounding streets on the western edge of town. Heanor Gate Industrial Estate to the southwest, and a small area of houses on the town's southeasterly fringe, near the main road to Ilkeston. The college and surrounding streets plus half the industrial estate are within Smalley civil parish. The other areas are within the civil parish of Shipley. Heanor and Loscoe civil parish contains no conservation areas, though 30% of the area is within a green belt, and there is one nature reserve and 4 wildlife sites, all of local significance. Economy. The most important economic sector in the town, employing more than 20% of the working population, is manufacturing, with the retail sector almost as significant, employing over 17%. Coal mining and textiles used to be the major industries of the town, but both of these have declined. In December 2013, the unemployment rate was 2.3% in Heanor East and Heanor and Loscoe wards, and 3.5% in Heanor West ward. The average for England at this time was 2.8%. The Matthew Walker factory, famous for the production of Christmas puddings and situated on Heanor Gate Industrial Park, was sold in 1992 to become part of the Northern Foods Group. Other companies on the park include Advanced Composites Group, Cullum-D Tuners Limited and Isolated Systems Limited. In 2011, the Two Sisters Food Group purchased Northern Foods. The Matthew Walker factory is now a part of the Two Sisters Chilled division. Major retail chains with a presence in the town include Tesco, Aldi, Argos and Brantano. A small outdoor market takes place in the town every Friday and Saturday. Heanor merges into Langley Mill and is served by Langley Mill railway station. Demography. In the 2011 census, Heanor and Loscoe civil parish had 7,512 dwellings, 7,221 households and a population of 17,251. 18.7% of residents were under the age of 16 and 16.5% of residents were aged 65 or over. Similar to the rest of Amber Valley District, the population was ethnically less diverse than the average for England. 1.84% of residents were of non-white ethnicity, compared to 14.58% for England as a whole. Christianity was the most prevalent stated religion. 35.6% of residents stated that they had no religion. Education. Heanor contains 2 infant schools, 3 primary schools, 2 junior schools and 2 secondary schools. Heanor Grammar School, which was just to the east of the marketplace, is now part of Derby College. A book on the history of the school was published in 2008. Sport and leisure. Shipley Country Park borders the south and west of the town. This steep wooded knoll with its own riding school and 3 lakes surrounding it consists of most of the former estate of the Miller-Mundy family, who lived at Shipley Hall until the 1920s. It was sold for coal mining purposes and was intensively open-cast and deep-sea mined by what became the National Coal Board before being restored and handed over to the County Council in the 1970s. Heanor Clarion Cycling Club was founded in 1934. The local football team is known as the Lions Heanor Town Football Club. Established in 1883, the club is a member of the Northern Counties East League Premier Division. It also has a youth team called Heanor Juniors. Famous ex-players include Nigel Clough, who went on to play for Nottingham Forest, Liverpool and Manchester City. He is now the manager of Burton Albion, and Nigel Pearson, who after leaving Heanor captained Sheffield Wednesday to a League Cup win over Manchester United at Wembley, is formerly the manager at Leicester City. The Lions share grounds with Heanor Town Cricket Club. Transport. The nearest station is at Langley Mill 2 miles away, which has services to Nottingham, Sheffield and beyond. Formerly the Midland Railway had a line between Shipley-Gate and Butterley that passed through Heanor, and the Great Northern Railway had a branch line which terminated in a goods yard and small station in Heanor. Bus routes link Heanor with larger towns in the area such as Nottingham, Derby and Mansfield. Major bus operators serving Heanor include Trent Barton, Yourbus and Midland General Media, the local newspaper which serves, amongst others, the communities of Ripley, Heanor, Marlpool, Loscoe, Waingroves, Alder Carr, Crosshill and Codnor is the Ripley and Heanor News. However, its circulation area is not limited to these towns and villages and could be considered to extend from what stands well in the west to Brinsley in the east, from South Normanton in the north to Coxbench in the south. It is published each Thursday. Notable residents: Billy Bestwick, cricketer, born in Heanor. George William Bissell, painter, grew up in Langley Mill and attended school in Heanor. Sir Richard William Barnes, clerk, journalist and civil servant, born in Heanor. Henry Garnet, Jesuit, executed for involvement in the Gunpowder Plot, born in Heanor. William Gregg, awarded the Victoria Cross for bravery in 1918, born and died in Heanor. The Howard brothers: William Howard, author; Richard, poet and Godfrey, entomologist, born in Heanor. Mary Howard, author, lived in Heanor. Douglas Keane, designer of Ladybird books, lived in Heanor and created the first title in the kitchen of a house in Heanor. Samuel Roper, antiquary, born in Heanor. Edward Smith, physician, medical writer and dietitian, born in Heanor. John Varley, canal engineer, supervised construction of the Chesterfield Canal, born in Heanor. Samuel Watson, sculptor, born in Heanor. Notable buildings: 10 structures in Heanor and Loscoe civil parish are listed by Historic England as of particular architectural or historical interest. 2 are in Loscoe and 8 in Heanor. None is listed as Grade I, but the Church of St. Lawrence, Indiana, Heanor is listed as Grade II*. The other 9 structures are all listed as Grade II. St. Lawrence's has 15th century origins, although it was altered in 1866 to 68 and again about 1980.